God, these news people are ruthless, huh? Recently, prior to this Super Bowl that the Patriots just lost, I heard Tom Brady, who's the best. I mean, that he hopes to play until he's age 45. And then tonight, you have news people, and I'm glad what he said. He's like, I haven't even processed, it's 15 minutes after the game just ended. Because they're asking him, do you think this is going to be it for you? Do you think you'll be playing anymore? And of course he's going to say, I hope so. Jesus fucking Christ. And the fact is, both teams played incredibly. Alright? Both teams played incredibly. It said that this was more points than anyone who ever lost the Super Bowl ever had. The 33. You know what I mean? So the Eagles just shined. Like I said in my 2 earlier videos, it's good to lose, It'd probably be good for the Patriots to lose. But don't be asking Brady, do you think this is the end for you? 15 minutes after they played, they all played an incredible game. They just weren't good enough, You can't win every time. I was like, oh my God. And he answers, the news person, one person asks, because we don't know what they're asking, but we hear Brady answering. And then another jerk asks the same thing. Basically the question has to be but one asks and Tom answers it, and then another one asks the same similar question. Do you think you'll be playing anymore? Like basically, and of course Tom's going to be like, I hope so. I mean, come on. They played an incredible game. They just weren't quite good enough, It's not like they lost by a ton of points. They just weren't quite as good as the Eagles, that's all. That doesn't mean you should be asking Tom, do you think this is the end for you? Meanwhile, I just heard Tom the other day saying he hopes he plays until he's 45 years old. News people are ruthless, huh? You'd think after he answered the first news person with, I hope to still be playing, I hope this, you don't hear what they're asking, you only hear what he says, and then someone else asks the same thing. You know that they did. And then he's like, the game just ended 15 minutes ago and you're asking me if I think I'm going to be playing anymore, God. I mean, I don't give a fuck about football or Tom Brady or whatever, but I'm just saying, he's like a champion, and so he loses this game, and now you think, but that's what everybody's on everyone's mind. Even my news, who loves Brady to death, is like, well, next year he'll be 41 he'll be the 41-year-old quarterback instead of 40. I know they're looking at his age, but I'm just saying. They just lost, but they played an incredible game. Give them time to process it before you're like, do you think you're out to pasture, Tom, now? I mean, basically that's what they were asking. And you think after one person asked it, they wouldn't ask it again. And someone else asked it. It's like, Jesus Christ, they're ruthless, huh? Anyway. I had a feeling they were going to lose. They didn't, the first half, wasn't it like what was it? It wasn't like 12 to 20, so we were way behind in the first half, and but then they did phenomenal, the Patriots did phenomenal in the second half. It just wasn't enough, post halftime show. The fact is, you can't win every time, and I just want to stress, I don't care, but I just like, oh my God, these news people are ruthless. The first thing they did, I said, Tom, do you think you're going to, basically, technically saying, well, you lost this, was that it for you? You think you'll be out to pasture? You think you're not going to play anymore? And of course, I know that Tom wants to play till he's 45 years old because he said it couple weeks ago or something. I heard him say, or maybe whenever it was, he said he hopes to play till he's 45 years old. That doesn't mean he will play till he's 45 years old. With football, you don't know. You can be injured at any moment, you know, and that's it for you. But no one can say they didn't play an incredible game. And to ask Tom, do you think this is it for you, 15 minutes after they play an incredible game but they lose, I mean, that's like rude. That's so rude. It's like unreal. Anyway. So I watched it at the very end because it was so close. And it was a little bit exciting. It just, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I don't know about football. I only know a little bit. I don't know how points work. I know, I think in the first half or at some point there was a touchdown and then they did a kick to make it an extra point. And yet then there was another touchdown and they did something that made it 3 extra points. So I don't know about football. I'm not saying that I do. I feel like football is more complicated than baseball. I told you Joe played baseball growing up. He likes baseball. And here when we were dating, when we were together, whatever, he took me to, he took me to a minor league game. Back when I was in my 20s or something, back when we were together. And he also explained to me, you know, he explained to me how it works, and so, no. I'm not into sports, but I do know that people have to not be sore losers, you know, and the Patriots played an incredible game. No one can say they didn't. But I actually watched the end of it. That's more football probably than I watched since my college days. Of course, my college days, you know, I went to every game. Of course, I'm not going to tell you what college I went to, although it really shouldn't matter. Some people who just like to get off on finding out things about me probably know what college I went to. But in any case, I did used to watch football. I don't know how it works at all. You know what I mean? I don't. I have no idea. I do know more about baseball because Joe taught me baseball. Taught me it. Plus, I think it's less complicated. Plus, I've seen it in movies, too. Plus, I feel like it's easier to watch. Watching it on that TV, I can't tell shit. When Joe took me to a minor league game back when we were together, when I was in my 20s and he was in his 30s, you know, we were close enough I could actually watch and see, and it was very, very exciting. No, I don't know anything really about football. I watched that play though where they didn't know, because I don't understand that. If he's a runner, then it's a touch. I didn't understand that, but I watched it where I guess that Eagles guy Foles or something was going to quit. He was going to move on to other things, and he decided to move on, and then he just was phenomenal during this game. But whoever that guy was that he flipped over, he had the ball and it went up in the air, but he caught it again. It did touch the ground. I guess that's allowed because I saw it. It touched the ground, but he never let go of it. See, I don't know about football. I know that was the pivotal. That was the the thing that was considered a touchdown. And it had to be reviewed. but I'm watching it. I have no idea what I'm watching. And the reason I watched it at the very end was because it was so fucking close. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa. Because when I was first doing my videos, the Patriots were a lot behind, and then suddenly they were. It wasn't. Suddenly it was just they were only 1 point behind, 32, and then, you know. And then they got that touchdown that brought them up to 41, and that's it. So the Eagles played phenomenally, but you can't say the Patriots played badly. They played incredibly as well. It's just, you can't always be champion, right? God, don't be asking Tom, whoa, you think you're going to be out to pasture? That's what they were asking him, I could tell. Because I know they were asking him, because he was saying, I hope so. I know they were asking him, do you think you'll still be playing? I could tell. But at least he stayed calm and civil, whatever, but I'm sure he was pissed. Why are you asking me this? I just lost the Super Bowl. And apparently it was some mistake he made at the end, or maybe they may have won, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that he's champion. But I know what they were asking, and then another one asked the same similar question, and that's when he got Tom understandably was like, it's like the game is, why are you asking me this? The game just ended 15 minutes ago, and you're asking me if I think I'll be playing anymore? Unreal. Rude. News people are ruthless. Reporters are ruthless. I can't understand maybe one asking, but when he's answered and then someone else is gonna ask the same damn thing, that's just rude. Right on? It's just rude. And Tom put it the way the truth it is. No one's gonna feel sorry for us. No one should feel sorry for you. You've won 5 Super Bowls. You guys, know what I mean. No one should feel sorry for you. The Eagles have never won. They took your championship away from you, and that's good. It teaches you can't win all the time. And the Eagles just played phenomenally. Even if I don't understand it, I can see. I understand it to a point. I saw all the foul things. I don't know, like I said, I don't know the rules, but I know when they're throwing the ball, you want them to catch it and run and get a touchdown. I know that much. But all the little intricate things, not a clue. Not a clue. Baseball, like I said, baseball is less complicated. But I know from baseball, even seeing in movies and stuff, and you try to steal bases. You might be out in the middle or something, but you got to be careful. And if all the bases are full, and then if the ball goes far out, then they all can have home runs. And there's the thing, and the guy in the back, is he the umpire or something? If you miss the ball, he can like catch it in the back or something. He's from the other team, something like that. Like I said, I'm not interested. I definitely what little I know, this was a very close game, and both sides played phenomenally well. It's just the Eagles were better. That's all. They took the glory away from the Patriots, and as I said in my 2 previous videos, I think it's good. I think it's good for both the Patriots and all the Patriot fans to see that you can't win every time. win every time. I'm a champion subject. Orders ask stupid things so I can tell what they're asking. And then, you know, just because they lost now, they can't come back next year. And just because, you know, if Tom messed up at the end, he admitted it too. He said blah blah whatever. Doesn't mean he's going to be put out to pasture. Maybe it does. Who knows? I don't know. He didn't say, oh yeah, I'll be playing. He says, I hope so. But in the end, it's not his decision, right? You know, who knows? Certainly would have been better, just like he said. I love when he said, no one's feeling sorry for us. Nope. And they shouldn't. But for all we know, there could be some unspoken thing. If they didn't win, then Tom won't be playing anymore. I can't imagine that, but I don't really care anyway. I can't find the fucking clicker. I wonder why I'm pacing. I can't. I'm looking for my TV clicker. There it is. Want to go over the reasonable beefy? No. I don't know. I learned now he is his